connection has been lost. All of the online networks are down. Biotechnology has been successfully implemented. The new era has begun. Systems operating properly. Gate number 6 is being opened. All the weapons are locked and loaded. Dystopia 2077 is starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready.
All right, welcome everyone to the team finals of the YDSC Spring 2021 National Finals. I'm on the stream, Viper. You deal with somebody else.
Got kids over here asking us questions, trying to talk to us.
Could you imagine if I hadn't assigned team captains?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, it's chaos. I mean, so team events in drone racing is always a spectacular event. It's a lot more complicated than individual racing because now suddenly it's just the amount of coordination is insane.
Yes.
And so, yeah, we got pilots just trying to figure out what's going on, how are we going to do this, it is ridiculously fun. So we are going to have a lot of fun today. We took our pilots from both the CDSC and the YDSC, and we looked at them, and team racing is always kind of a weird thing. But we are more interested in having, I guess you could call parity, but also a really fun time and an experience for all the pilots involved. And so we took the liberties as the race directors, and we know these pilots pretty well as we've been racing with them all season long. We divided them up into 4 different groups, and those teams are going to race against each other. So we're hoping for some really great finish line action.
Yeah, this should be a very, very close race.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. So we'll talk about the format once we get into it, but we're on a time crunch right now because we have some pilots who do have to catch planes here in a couple hours. So we're going to get right into racing, and then we'll talk about it because we're going to have a long period of time of racing to talk about these things.
Yes,
so
definitely.
Match number 1, we'll just get right into it here with match number 1. Oh, you got this? I got this.
You got this.
I got this. Here,
you're running that. I'm just watching videos.
Yeah, just watching videos. All right. Oh, we needed some cool graphics. We missed the graphics. All right. Well, we have the Empire squaring off against Mad Cookie Boys in match number 1, kind of. We're going to be racing the clock a little bit here. So, yes, I know, Marty. I'm going to get to that. Everyone is looking at me like, what's up with this? And it's like, well, somebody over here decided to sleep in until 10:30.
Well, no, you could have woken me up at anyway. Yeah, it was all whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, I had to sleep. I had a horrible headache last night. We got home about midnight, and they were gracious enough to let me sleep in a little bit this morning. So, yeah, Dean took a shower downstairs. I didn't hear him, and then he kind of sits down in the chair by my bed earlier in the morning and goes, "So, you getting up?" And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Are you getting up?"
We got a team race starting here in a few minutes. You need to get moving. Time to get moving.
I have my own car. You could have left me.
I got it, Dean.
Nah.
Everyone's like, "What's going on with that TV?" And I'm like, "We're gonna do this."
So, well, good. Well, this first race should be super fun. We've got the Empire, obviously with a Star Wars reference there, and then Mad Cookie Boys. I'm looking at some stock images here. I think I'm gonna throw one of these guys up there as a stock image for these guys. We'll see here.
Oh yeah,
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yep.
They like it when I give them team pictures. That's like my favorite thing to do. You're taking my job here.
I am, yeah. Well, you got a lot going on right now, so I'll help as much as I can.
Indeed. All right, so they are working at the final kinks here. So while they're getting ready, I think Marty's discussing it with Team Empire right now. Well, Martin is ready. So while they're going, working on a couple nuances of the team race. Here's the format. We have 4 pilots per team. They are going to have to fly in a specific order in relay mode. So they're all assigned to the same channel, and so they can't go. You ready?
So during that time, they have to go in the same order. After they finish at least one lap, so every pilot has to do at least one lap. They can go more if they have the battery, if they have the pilot skill to do it, but they have to do a minimum of one lap. Once they are done with their laps, they're going to come and pit. Their team is going to catch them, unplug them, plug the next one in, and then the next pilot goes. You have to go in the same order. It is the most laps that can get done in 20 minutes. I just had to look and see what he was setting up over here. 20 minutes. So 20-minute heat times or round times. We're then taking the top 2 out of all of those because there's 4 teams. We are going to pit them against each other in a first to 15 lap contest. So we've got this kind of like qualifying thing in teams where we're doing how many laps you can do in 20 minutes. And then after that, we're going to have the top 2 teams. They're going to go against each other as in a lap race off. Hopefully some photo finishes in that one to be a nice big race. So Joel and I are watching the chat as well. We definitely want to interact with you guys. We want to make sure that you have opportunity to talk to us.
Okay, you can bring Marty up.
And we're going to bring Marty, our in-person race director here, so we can hear him as well.
On. All right. Let's quickly figure out who these first 2 teams are. We've got teams of 4. 4 teams of 4 flying today. Have we already met them?
Met the first 2.
Met the first 2.
We're gonna meet them during the race. So go.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get the first pilots up. The leadoff pilots for Viper's team is Viper. Leadoff pilot for Andy's team is Captain Cookies. All right. I don't have the team names. I need some screen help. This is the YDSC Youth Drone Sports Championships blended with the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships. Super teams for nationals. 4 teams of 4. Most laps gets you into the finals. We're going to start the 20-minute timer in just a moment. Viper's team is the Empire. Viper's going first. Andy's team is the Mad Cookie Boys.
All right, we ready, Marty?
You should throw up their pictures.
Let's do it.
Hey, Yvonne, Hunter should be in this at some point. Yeah, I believe Hunter's flying today. What's his pilot name? Can definitely tell you whether or not which round he's going to be in here.
Did you hear it? What?
Sorry, we're just getting some timer sound issues worked out here. Yvonne Jensen, I'm assuming that you're probably related to Jensen, the pilot Jensen. Hey, Greg Gutierrez down from Arizona. Greg is saying what's up. He's also the owner of Perspective Image. If you've watched any of the live streams for Sims or IRL.
All right. Are we ready over here, everybody?
Yeah. Sorry, so good. Audio setup.
Okay.
Chaos reigns here.
Chaos.
Hydra.
The Empire versus Mad Cookie Boys.
All right.
It's just about how many laps you get, so you're not really going head to head. Let's get ready. Here we go. That is Viper in red, Captain Cookies in orange. Viper moving through this variation on last night's course. This is a different course. Viper gets through the cube portion quickly. This is a little bit simpler, a little bit faster. Viper in red, giving us a tour, working through a more elaborate version of the star.
There it is.
That's
one
one lap for the Empire. You hear our lap counter, lady. Teams helping each other. Now each team can have a marshal ready if needed.
Or they can also
We
use
also
turtle
have a
mode.
next pilot
Yep.
up in each case. These pilots are going to go as many times as they think makes sense on their battery. Looks like Viper was lapping. Oh, Viper's got to get back up and go through. We bleed. That's 2 laps for the Empire. 1 lap for Mad Cookie Boys. Remember, all teams are competing against all teams. They don't know what the next teams are going to get. Star portion is more elaborate today. We're hearing about some pitting. Got to hit the table. Nice job. All right.
So
Galaxy there for the Empire. Unplugging
Jensen should be up next for the Empire.
and plugging. And who's up next for the Empire? It looks like
The Jensen FPV goes up.
Yep. So there you go, Yvonne. There's Jensen.
Crashes right off the gate.
Oh no, had a fail safe.
somebody's down. Who's a marshal? Somebody's down. Who took off?
There goes Mad Cookie Boys onto their 3rd lap.
Need a marshal over here.
There goes Galaxy.
Oh, you got to know your personnel. If you can turtle, you can turtle. All right, there's Jensen. Jensen flying for the Empire.
Oh, I think.
I'm gonna need help on the lap counts, guys.
That was not allowed.
Delete that.
Yeah, that was not a lap.
Captain Cookie's still out there, eating up laps. The Mad Cookie Boys. And here comes Jensen in the star with Cookies. Near mid-airs, but avoiding contact. Another lap for the Empire. They hit the table over there. That's Empire out there. All right, Mad Cookie Boys with their first pit. They're out fast. And that's T-Mad. Two collegiate pilots on the course right now. Jensen for the Empire, T-Mad for Mad Cookie Boys. T-Mad is from North Dakota, University of North Dakota. Jensen from Lake Area Technical College in Watertown, South Dakota. Look at Jensen zooming through the toddler tunnel. T-Mad talking about losing video. His team has to be careful. Don't plug in while your pilot's flying. If 2 pilots plug in on the same channel, That channel goes out. Nobody can see anything. So this is about coordinating, plugging and unplugging, marshaling if you need it. This is a lot of teamwork here. Turning drone racing into a team sport with the relay.
It's just when they dip close and it's over a certain time.
What point of the course is that?
When they're in the queue.
We are 5 minutes in.
So-
5 minutes in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do both teams have 4? Is that lap counter correct on the screen?
Yes, that's in stand and take them up right there.
Yeah, just how many seconds was the...
Jensen's pitting for the umpire.
Okay, yeah.
I think we're good. All right.
And out goes
Back to
Eclipse. Eclipse is on the course for the Empire. With the ominous all dark quad with a single LED. Eclipse, who took 5th in our individuals last night. Amazing finish for the Tiny Turbines pilot. And T-Mad is still rocking the course for the Mad Cookie Boys. Even number of laps so far based on our count. 5 each. 5 each. This is the Youth Drone Sports Championships National Championships weekend. And we are into the team relay competition. Eclipse and T-Mad are both in the star. Oh, Eclipse on top. Oh, bouncing. We need help from the Empire. T-Mad with a good landing on the table. You got to land on the table before you can switch to another drone. We got to hear that table. All right, it's all about getting this coordinated. Now, the teams that can get out of this first round are going to have a little bit of experience going into the finish line race. All right, who's out there now? It looks like Galaxy on the course. The Empire has reached their 4th pilot, and they are rocking it right now. And it's Quad Boy out there for the Mad Cookie Boys. Quad Boy's in the cube. Galaxy's into the star. Getting some coaching from Jensen. They're both in the star. Quad Boy and Galaxy. Navigating the more complicated star. There he goes. He's going to get it.
Talked a little bit about which order to do the star in. I'm also confused a little bit on the star. So
Complicated star.
It's a little much.
yeah, a little much.
Hey, Dean, you want to pull Marty down on the audio? Pull Marty down. Do your job, Dean. All the way down. Okay, let's talk a little bit here.
Yeah. So what do we got going?
All right, so we're about 8. Yeah, the good cheering from the pilots right now is super excited. Oh, midair. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Jensen is he's just grabbing a couch. I'm not sure what's going on now.
Oh man, he went all the way under the couch. That's funny. That's a marshal right there.
That's awesome.
You are invested in your team there.
That is the greatest thing ever. So we're about 9 minutes into qualifying round number 1 between the Mad Cookie Boys and the Empire. And my goodness, it is getting pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So I'm wondering, did my photos actually show up? Let me see here. No, they haven't showed up yet. Why aren't they showing up? I saved them. They're in there. Here, maybe this will work. Nope, I don't know. But I put in some here, Joel. These are the there's the, oh man, they're not even showing on my side.
I'm just realizing the lap timing information isn't coming through on the live stream here, but it's coming through other audio. It's kind of interesting. All right, well, whatever. We'll fix it for the next round, maybe.
Right. Yeah. So there's the there's the 2 pictures I picked. I don't know why they're not showing, but they're not showing on my side either, so I don't know.
Yep. All right. I gotta change the scoring method here. There we go. Save that. Update that. Had that wrong qualifying metric there. Let's get the laps in time in the bottom right. It should be updated here with, there we go, Mad Cookie Boys. Now they're doing 16 in 20:45.
So yeah, so that's their pace.
Yes,
That
that's
they're
their
going to do
pace.
16 laps in 21:14 and 20:45.
Yeah, so we can keep an eye on that as
Yeah.
we go. So this is actually a really tight race now. If you look at this, both
Yeah.
of them are on track for 16 laps in about 20:21.
Yeah.
And they're only, I mean, that's like 30 seconds apart over the course of 20 minutes. So the first round, again, is 20 minutes long. And we're looking for...
90.87 seconds. Lap 9.
There we go. Now we're getting it.
Yes. We just changed that, so on the bottom right-hand corner of each one, that's their pace. So, yep, so they're on pace for 15 laps at 20:15. No, that's a pace.
Explaining pace to Marty. This is not a common format here at Hydra.
Yeah, exactly.
You can listen to the audio. They'll say lap 3.
Mad Cookie Boys, 56.96 seconds. Lap 10.
They're on lap 10. There we go. It's
There we
helping
go.
Marty understand what's going on here.
Yep. Yeah, like you said, this is not a common format that you guys run here in the Mall of America at RdyTechGo, but this is a format that's run all over the country. I know I've run it in 2 separate venues. Ran it in Fort Collins.
We do it. It's just our on-screen graphics are not usually tuned for this.
Oh, yeah,
we're
makes
just
sense.
getting there. We're making it work. We're making it work. So right now, Mad Cookie Boys. I don't think we've gone through the pilots necessarily. So Mad Cookie Boys consists of Captain Cookies from Apple Valley High School. We have Andy, also from Apple Valley, actually at did I miss? Dean's over here freaking out of me. Trust the system, team.
I think he's wondering if Viper did a lap faster than the 40 seconds, or the 40-second minimum lap time. Because he's hauling. He's got this course down.
So his last one was a 43.6. So I could
Maybe
drop
go
in.
35.
Yeah, we'll drop it to 35.
Yeah, just he got that. There was a lap.
Okay, well, we'll split his next one. That'll be fine. We'll split his next one.
The Empire, 67.70 seconds.
Yeah,
Lap
there you go.
11.
So that was actually 2 laps for them. So that was 33.8. So we'll drop those down.
Ooh, we should probably drop that down below 35 then.
Yep.
Probably drop it to
Mad
30.
Cookie Boys, 89.19 seconds. Lap 11.
Obviously, Viper being one of the fastest pilots and winning YDSC last night in the finals, so we knew he was going to have a ridiculously fast time coming into team racing as well.
Laps in time. I guess it's technically laps
The
in time is
Empire,
20 minutes.
35.95 seconds.
So it's whoever
Lap 13.
finishes the lap after the timer first, if they're on the same lap.
I guess so.
I guess so. But right now we shouldn't have to worry about that. I mean, the pace right now is the Empire's 19 in 20 minutes and 59 seconds, and Cookie Boys is 16 in 20:29. So
Yeah.
the split is widening right now between Empire and Mad Cookie Boys, mostly because of Viper's ridiculous runs here. I mean, just watching him navigate this course is amazing. This is a course put together by, again, Brian Sourman, Sour Power.
37.47 seconds. Lap
He's
14.
put together quite an interesting course for our pilots to compete on here. It's full of a lot of left-hand turns. I've noticed that it's almost a semi NASCAR race if you look at it. I mean, they go through the cube here. They have to go through 5 faces of the cube. Doesn't matter which gate out of the 5 that they go through in each face. But they have to hit the course, or they have to hit 1 gate in each face of the cube at least once. So the only really right-hand turns that I see in this entire course are actually in the star itself, depending on how you do it. There's Viper coming in for a pit.
Gotta hit the table.
Marty's watching to make sure that they actually touch the table with the quad. They
Good.
can't just catch it. It does have to hit the table.
Little jockeying on the hit table there.
Yep.
The Empire, 50.60 seconds. Lap 15.
So, what do you say? Should we bring Marty back up on stream and kind of let everybody hear what they're doing on the track here?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
15 minutes has just
Mad
Happened.
Cookie Boys,
5 minutes left.
130.30 seconds. Lap 12.
Cookies are at lap 12. Empire is ahead.
You're on.
All right. We have less than 5 minutes left in this first relay round. We've got the Mad Cookie Boys and the Empire,
The Empire,
on the course at the moment.
56.24 seconds. Lap 16.
The Empire has just notched its 16th lap with Jensen on the course glowing in red. Meanwhile, T-Mad is on the course for Mad Cookie Boys. T-Mad, well, once again, we have the two collegiate pilots. T-Mad from the University of North Dakota, Jensen from Lake Area Technical College. It's the Battle of the Dakotas right here at this moment. Very close to mid-airing. Both taking contact, but they can both... Oh, Jensen's turtling. Uh-oh, somebody has to help from the Empire here. He's behind the sofa over there, in between your car.
Good job, Galaxy.
There we go. That was good. Oh, careful.
Had a little bit of fumbling there, but got back
Jensen's
up.
stuck in the ladder.
Come
Empire.
get him. Come get him.
Mad
Empire.
Cookie Boys,
So this is
94.79
something new.
seconds.
This is
Lap
something new that I've
15.
never experienced. We're actually having your own team marshal.
Keep
Yeah.
track of your quad.
So if your team crashes, you have to go out and get them on
Yeah.
your team.
You should have seen it last year when we were doing this in school gyms. Like we
Oh,
had,
gee.
we had kids.
It is hard to tell them apart, but Jensen has the animating LEDs. Hey, Jensen's flipped and he can't turtle.
Now we was like, bring your sneakers, boys, because you're gonna be running through this gym. So
Watch your drone.
Yep.
Know who your
Basketball
drone
in there.
is.
yeah,
There he is. He's able to arm again.
and we thought drone racing wasn't a physical activity.
The Empire, 99.39 seconds. Lap 17.
Under 3 minutes left.
All right, so I think we're still
2.5 minutes left to be exact.
Mad
Figure it
Cookie
out,
Boys,
pilots. Figure out what you want to
52.34
do.
seconds. Lap 14.
You got to go in order.
Good cookies. Andy, also.
All right, we got somebody stuck over here. Do we know who it is? Nope, they're out. It's T-Mad.
Andy was the CDSC
T-Mad for Mad Cookie
champion
Boys.
yesterday. T-Mad also competing in the Collegiate Drone Sports Championships, and they are partnered with Quad Boy from Wichita, Kansas.
IC2.
I think Quad Boy was contributing the boy as part of the Mad
2
Cookie
minutes
Boys.
left. 2 minutes left.
2 minutes left on the clock. And the Empire is consisting
We got to go in order.
of Viper, who was the winner of the YDSC championship
T-Mad
yesterday.
still rocking the star.
Jensen is another CDSC pilot competing with Andy and T-Mad.
From South Dakota, right?
The
Yep.
Empire, 58.46 seconds.
T-Mad's got something hanging
Lap
off the back of
18.
his quad. He's going to go pit. He hits the table. Nice job.
And we have Eclipse of the Tiny Turbines here in the
Mad
Twin
Cookie
Cities.
Boys have to unplug and plug again.
And Galaxy, part of ACST, which is
It looks
the
like
Alabama School of Cyber
Andy
Technology,
is ready to close it out here
rocking it over
for the
here.
Mad Cookie Boys.
Mad Cookie Boys, 65.90 seconds. Lap 15.
We've got 15 for Mad Cookie Boys. Will that be enough? Got time to do a little bit more. We're down to 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining.
We're getting a little bit of a gap now between Empire
Eclipse
and Cookie
is
Boys.
on the course.
Joe indicating to everybody that we got 1
Eclipse
minute.
comes in and pits, and we are closing out with Galaxy. Galaxy is on the course.
The Empire,
For the Empire.
57.38 seconds. Lap 19.
Galaxy's going to get one lap done here, it sounds like. Only 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left.
Seconds to go.
Mad Cookie Boys, 54.44 seconds. Lap 16.
Mad Cookies has 16.
Yeah, they're pitting right now, so.
If it wasn't there, you can trash that.
Look at Galaxy
10
go
seconds left.
through the ladder and into
There
the
we
star.
go. There's Cookie Boys Lab
5,
right there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And time is up. Time is up.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and finish that. We're
All
gonna
right,
do
teams got to learn their quads. That was amazing.
gonna do a quick adjustment.
We're going to count them up.
Make sure.
Cookie Boys in the Empire, get your stuff cleared out. Other teams, get ready to move in. You've seen how it's done now. We're going to tabulate the official lap counts for those two teams. I'm going to throw it to Joel and Taylor, who are
Yep.
looking at the master.
master
The master
spreadsheet.
list, yeah.
Master list. Yep. So we're
Awesome.
gonna do
Thank you, Marty. Appreciate that. Yeah, definitely.
a couple adjustments on the laps. Make sure we get those counted. Right now, the unofficial results is going to be 19 laps for the Empire and 16 for Mad Cookie Boys.
Ooh, jeez.
19 and 16 are the current unofficial. We believe that there may be one lap in there, but we will come back and address those in the middle of the next one before we go forward.
Yep.
So we're going to go with 19 and 16 right now. So let Marty announce that to the
people in here.
the crowd here. We'll go ahead and get our next match set up.
Our next match is going to be between Fat Shark Cube and Half Duck Ticks. Not quite sure where that one came from, but Half Duck Ticks. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so Fat Shark Cube is going to consist of Vanadium as the team captain, all the way up from Phoenix. We've got Stitches, Broth, and Ghost are going to be his team members. Then we have Half Duck Ticks. That's going to be led by team captain Poster Duck. His little brother Happy, and then Raid and Rebar are going to be that team. So another matchup here of 8 pretty fast pilots competing on our team course here.
We got Fat Shark Cube currently on F7. I think I was going to suggest that they move off that if they wanted to. We'll see what they do here in a
You can
second.
ask them, yep. So we are streaming, hanging out. We're here at RdyTechGo in the Mall of America. If you haven't had a chance to come see us, you obviously have to. You are almost obligated to at this point to come down. If you're a fan of drone racing and you haven't seen the store here, you're missing out. Come on down. They're open in the mall hours, all 7 days of the week, up until a few months now. We'll be open here those hours. So come give us a shout out. Come see us in person. Come take some pictures. Come bring your quad. Come fly this course. We'd love to have you down here. Again, we're in the Mall of America, RdyTechGo, 3rd floor on the north side, just past the food court. So if you're hungry, we obviously got food down here too. We've been snacking all weekend on mall food, so super excited about that too. Who's out there in the chat? I want to say hello and what's up to people. I want to interact with you guys a little bit. I don't know if Greg's still watching. What's up, Greg? You said what's up earlier. Greg, obviously the owner of Perspective Image, putting on those amazing live streams for let's see, the We Bleed series. He's doing the live stream for the Arizona Night tracks. He does the he does the series that Arizona put together. He does his own with 520 Whoop. He came up and he did a full synth stream for Warp Wars Battleground. So he's just all over the country doing a lot of streams, and his production value it's unmatched. We definitely can't match him here, but we're trying.
Especially with our last-minute creation of the format.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He's just crazy. I mean, getting on calls with Greg, heading up into this, and heading up into Battleground, trying to plan it. We had like pre-call meetings on pre-call meetings on pre-call meetings on pre-call meetings every single day leading up to the actual event. I feel like I talked to them more than I did when we were actually at the event.
Yeah.
And then I called Joel and I was like, "Hey Joel, I need you to program something into the director app like yesterday."
Yep. I'm actually working on a shopping list for Galaxy right now. he's about to take off. We might be losing a member of the Empire here going forward. So hopefully we can get this done. I'm ready on my side, but I'm not sure if our teams are quite ready. They're doing last-minute channel change. But I know that the Galaxy, who just flew with the Empire, is going to have to bounce at 2:30 and get out onto a plane to head back to Alabama. So we might have to make some team adjustments, but you know what? That's fine, because again, as we said we introduced this race. This one is really just about fun, and just to kind of have these pilots generate, kind of creating camaraderie and friendships as we go.
Yeah.
And so, you know, if we switch teams around, doesn't matter. Everyone's playing it pretty low key today. Seeing some good racing around on foot to try and flip quads, which is hilarious and
it's been
super
kind of
good.
fun. Yep.
Yep.
No, like I said, I was kind of saying that earlier. It's a format that I'm not used to with having your own team marshal. But I kind of like it. You know, it adds a whole nother element because you obviously have to figure out your order. You have to figure out how you're flying. You have to figure out who's catching, who's plugging in, who's doing all this stuff. And then you just throw that one extra step in there of, oh no, one of our team just crashed. Which one of us is supposed to be out there marshalling right now? Because, you know, we're allowing your own team to marshal for each other. So definitely an interesting format for sure. Definitely like it a lot. So just talking a little bit about marshalling being a whole new world, if you will, because nothing we're ever used to before of having your own team marshal. So.
I like it. I think it's super fun. I mean, because we had marshals. It was baked into part of our racing last year because we did not allow brushless quads. We had no turtle mode last year. If you crashed, it was over. And so we had our individual racing, which was, you know, somewhat similar to like some of the tracks we fly, but it was in gyms with PVC pipe again. But if a pilot crashed out, that was it. Like, they were done. Like, we didn't let pretty much anything happen for marshaling on the individuals. So we really emphasized slow and steady.
So yeah, definitely emphasized last year that pilot skill was more important than just being able to go as fast as you can, crash, and then be able to flip right over, because you're not able to do that. Definitely not able to do that. So.
Why am I talking to Happy? He's not a captain.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to bring Marty on. Sorry for the chaos. We just have so much going on here.
We have well, I wish you guys could see this live stream area too, because we literally have 7 monitors? 6 monitors.
All right.
2 iPads.
Live from RdyTechGo. This is National Championship Weekend.
Marty.
It's Team Sunday. We've got 2 more teams ready to go for 20 minutes each. They're just getting ready over here in the pit area. We just saw the Empire and Mad Cookie Boys waiting for the official score. Galaxy, you were awesome in that one. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
We've got a young man from Alabama who made the trip here. There he is. Galaxy, congratulations. You became quite a pilot this weekend. We're going to talk to you some more. We'll get you some gear. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Let's hear it for Galaxy from the Alabama School of Cyber Technology and Engineering. All right. Helped lead the Empire to what we think was 19 laps. Several of those belong to him. All right, we're doing some course repair. Sour Power on the scene. Do we have a graphic for these next 2 teams?
Oh, we might. Got a little screamer rock going on here.
Here we go. We
I
have
heard that in the background.
Click
on
this.
E2,
Look at
that's
that.
the video channel, Hap Ductix. That is the team of Poster Duck, the captain, his brother, Happy, both from Lakeville, Minnesota, Rebar from Minnetonka, and Raid Optics from Eden Prairie, the all-suburban team. Check them out. And then we got a team from all over the place, Fat Shark Cubed. Fat Shark Cube, captained by Vanadium. We got 2 pilots from Apple Valley, Ghost and Broth. And then from Lake Area Technical College, Stitches. They are from 3 different states. Championship weekend continues.
I should put it like a 50-50 or
All right. You guys ready? Let's do it. Do we have our pilot orders? We know the pilot orders over here? We've got the pilot orders. We're going to check them. Leadoff pilots, get into position. Figure out who's marshaling, who's catching. Remember, when you pit, you got to hit the table. Even if you catch it, tap it on the table. Okay, it's got to hit the table.
Okay, hey, can you go out and then back in so that it does their.
Let's get ready to watch
images?
another 20-minute relay.
Let's see if this works.
There you go.
Yeah. You like my fat shark?
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Poster Duck is going first. Oh, we got some funny profile pictures.
This is what happens when you let Taylor take over.
When you
A
let
happy
me-
duck
Hapductics.
just scored tickets.
Hapductics.
Something like
Hapductics,
that.
Yeah. We should show the last two because I think they finally just updated too.
We'll do that later.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully they're in the final because I like theirs as well.
Poster Duck is first for Hapductics.
Yep.
And
I should have stitches.
Stitches is going first, right?
Yep.
Okay. Stitches from Lake Area Technical College will be leading off for Fat Shark Cubed. Poster Duck, the captain of Hapductics, will be going first. Poster Duck, you're going first, or your brother is? You are. All right. Then let's get ready to go. Goggles down. Oh, let's get get drones over there. I thought drones were on the line. Get drones on the line. Is the timer ready to start the timer?
We are ready.
Okay.
Looking for a thumbs up.
We've got Poster Duck with a blue and orange. We've got Stitches with a dark profile quad. Goggles down, thumbs up, pilots. We're going to start the 20-minute timer with the voice of Joe Scully. They are good to go.
Pilots, arm your quads. On the tone in less than 5.
Okay, both are. Oh, wow, it's hard to see Stitches. And Stitches needs to be flipped or something. Somebody on that team. Oh, he flipped himself. Poster Duck is in the air and into the cube, but Stitches has to get off the ground, and he does. Poster Duck moving through the shortened cube section. And Stitches is getting through the toddler tunnel. Several gates back from Poster Duck, who has made it into the advanced star section. More
Fat
star
Shark Cube, 35.71 seconds. Lap
than
2.
we had last night. Team, you can talk your pilots through some of these sections if you need to. Poster Duck is moving
Hapductics,
around a little bit more than he
58.58
has to.
seconds. Lap 2.
Course designer saying that there needs to be a redo of the star. Stitches is in the star right now. Goes through the middle.
They made him go back that lap.
Hapductics, 88.83 seconds. Lap 2.
Happy has taken over for Hapductics. Flying. Stitches is pitting. It looks like Raid Optics getting ready to go after Happy for Hapductics. Teammates, if you know how to fly the star, go out and coach your team. Gotta coach your team. Happy's in the star. Do they know how to do it? It's different from last night.
Fat Shark Cube, 97.83 seconds. Lap 3.
And Broff is on the course for Fat Shark Cubed.
Hapductics, 63.38 seconds. Lap 3.
All right. According to the screen, we've got 2 laps each.
Fat
2 laps
Shark
each,
Cube,
but we've got some
44.59 seconds. Lap 4.
discussions about the star. This puck doesn't work. This puck doesn't work. Just letting you guys know. It's the far puck that's working.
Hat Ductix, 61.76 seconds. Lap 4.
Abductix gets a 3rd lap, but we're making sure. It looks like Raid Optics is on the course.
Fat Shark Cube, 50.54 seconds. Lap 5.
Stitches is helping to marshal for Broff. Nice quick footwork.
Or we'll just go ahead and take off laps without saying anything. Just a while and say go back and fix it.
All right, Poster Duck plugs in Raid on the course. Got to make sure you know the course. We're
Hat
coming up
Ductix,
on
60.62
almost
seconds.
5
Lap
minutes
5.
in. We got 4 laps for Hapductix if they stand. And 4 laps on the board for Fat Shark Cubed if they stand. These will be reviewed.
Fat Shark Cube, 72.14 seconds. Lap 6.
Instead of from the table. When you're pitting, you gotta start from the table, right? They've been
Hat Ductix, 41.59 seconds. Lap 6. Fat Shark Cube, 40.69 seconds. Lap 7.
pilots can take off from the table. You can fly from the table. Ooh, a little nudge in midair. Raid Optics and Ghost. A couple of rivals from the suburbs of the Twin Cities. Raid Optics back in action for Eden Prairie. And he's going to hit the table, and he does. Raid Optics for Abductix. I was confused. Stitches touched it, but that's okay. I don't think anything happened. And now we're taking off.
Abductix, 69.92 seconds. Lap 6.
Rebar on the course for Fat Shark Cubed. Gets a little bit of contact on the circle, but goes back to get it. Meanwhile, Ghost navigating that star. If you thought the cube was bad last night, check out the star. All right, National Championships weekend. You guys got masks? We gotta have masks because we have middle schoolers that haven't been vaccinated yet. There's some free ones at Nordstrom. Thank you. All right, both in the star right now. We have Rebar and Ghost, similar looking quads.
Abductix, 45.50 seconds. Lap 7.
Abductix with Rebar racking up. Was that a 45-second lap? Was that real? Super fast by Rebar. Ghost in purple, Rebar in turquoise, I'm going to call it. They're similar but different. Both in the star. Rebar gets out.
Abductix, 38.59 seconds. Lap 8.
38. That is Ghost. Wait a minute. Gotta hit. He didn't finish.
Fat Shark Cube, 269.25 seconds. Lap 6. Hap Duck Ticks, 32.23 seconds. Lap 9.
You guys gotta pit at the table. You gotta pit at the table. Vanadium on the course now for Fat Shark Cubed. It's out there with Poster Duck. Back to Poster Duck.
Fat Shark
blue
Cube,
streak.
36.79 seconds. Lap 8. Hap Duck
36
Ticks,
for Vanadium on that.
68.60 seconds. Lap 9.
Seeing some extremely fast times. Remember, you gotta go through We Bleed FPV and pit at the table. That's where you change over. Look at these quads chasing each other through the ladder section and into the star. Poster Duck in amber and blue. Vanadium in all blue. So fast.
Fat Shark Cube, 36.13 seconds. Lap
Another
9.
36. Poster Duck is pitting. Vanadium alone on the course right now.
Hap Duck Ticks, 55.40 seconds. Lap 10.
Doing it right. Now Happy's out there with Vanadium. Touch the table. Pick it up and tap the table. Oh, he's still going. Vanadium going for another one after taking a tumble. Happy looking to rack up some laps for Hap Ductix. Woo! Vanadium's coming for me. Coming for me.
Hap Duck Ticks,
I gotta be thinking.
36.01 seconds. Lap 11.
Sounds like 11 for Hap Ductix. Vanadium pits. Yeah, we need some fast marshalling here. Plug him back in. His brother's on the scene. Plugging in
Fat Shark
Happy.
Cube, 80.31 seconds. Lap 10.
Who's flying next for Fat Shark Cubed? It looks like Stitches is on the course. So we can't count that progress. This is gonna be another hole shot for Hap Ductix. Right? You guys got that? Hey, Hap Ductix, Raid needs help. Help your teammate, Hap Ductix. Hap Ductix, help your teammate. Help your teammate. Stitches on the course
Hap Duck
for
Ticks,
Fat Shark Cube.
113.20 seconds. Lap 11. Fat Shark Cube, 67.76 seconds. Lap 11.
This is the National Championships of the Youth Drone Sports Championships. Team competition. Do you have a mask, sir? Yeah, the free ones at Nordstrom. We'll try to get some. You guys can watch if you have masks. All right, Happy running across the course, making sure not getting in the way of the other pilot. That's Stitches on the course for Fat Shark Cubed. Stitches from Lake Area Technical College.
Fat Shark Cube, 108.70 seconds. Lap 11.
Now he was on the cube. It was false. Stitches back in the star section. Who's got 9? All right, at this point, Stitches flies in. Stitches missed.
Hat duck ticks, 93.39 seconds, lap 12.
Unofficially 9 and 10 on the lap counts right now, so very close. We're coming up on 13 and a half minutes, just past 13 and a half minutes of a 20-minute timed round. Oh, rebar's upside down. Nice work by Happy on marshalling his teammate Rebar, who's putting in some good lap times from Minnetonka. National championship teams, super teams formed by middle school, high school, and college pilots.
Fat
He's
Shark
okay.
Cube, 200.05 seconds, lap 11.
Broff on the course. Broff on the course for Fat Shark Cubed. Look at Broff ripping that ladder. Adding
Hat
some
duck
juice.
ticks, 72.08 seconds, lap 13. Fat Shark Cube, 33.25 seconds, lap 12.
Broff is in the big cube. Rebar. It's another one. That was real.
Hat duck ticks, 108.82 seconds, lap 13.
Lady thinks Habductix has 13.
Fat Shark Cube, 35.47 seconds, lap 13.
Under 5 minutes to go. 4.5 minutes to go. Rebar in the star section. Got to hit all points of the star today. Roth is there too. If you love triangles, we got a star for you. Here comes Broff coming
Fat
around.
Shark Cube, 40.51 seconds, lap 14.
Lap 14 for Fat Shark according to the counter. Rebar is getting up. Rebar has gotten up.
Hat duck ticks, 73.46 seconds,
And
lap
now
14.
Poster Duck is back in the air. Happy, remember, you're going to have to show for 10 seconds that you can't fly. When your turn comes up, I know, but that's what we said, right? You got to show it for 10 seconds. Don't plug it in. Just show us. Poster Duck's in the air, chewing up laps.
Hat duck ticks,
Trying to get Ghost in
43.93
the air.
seconds, lap 15.
For the Fat Shark team, captained by Vanadium. Poster Duck takes an unscheduled landing, and here comes Ghost.
Fat Shark Cube, 88.83 seconds, lap 15.
We're hearing 15 for Fat Shark Cubed. Remember the last round, it was 19 and 16, I believe. 2.5 minutes left. Actually, I'm wrong.
Pat Duck Ticks, 45.68
2 minutes
seconds.
left.
Lap
2 minutes
16.
left. He's smart about these last 2 minutes. Poster Duck can go as long as he can go. Then they're going to take basically a 10-second penalty with Happy because his quad has failed. Poster Duck into the star.
Fat Shark Cubed, 51.32 seconds. Lap 16.
Ghost is maneuvering around the ladder. All right, let's see Happy for 10 seconds.
One minute to go.
All right, Raid can go. And Raid's off. It worked.
Pat Duck Ticks, 77.55 seconds. Lap 17.
Where's Raid? Happy's making up for lost time by sprinting on his marshalling duties. Helping make up those 10 seconds.
Seconds to go.
Fat Shark
30
Cubed,
seconds to go.
119.92 seconds. Lap
Vanadium's
16.
going to try to finish a lap. Watch out, Happy. Vanadium has to come in here. Only 15 seconds left.
10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that is it, everybody. Ring them in, and we will count them up. As you see Vanadium flying the star while he has a chance.
Oh,
Pilot from Phoenix, Arizona. Let's see who's going to make our final round. I throw it to Taylor and Joel.
Wow. what just happened here?
Chaos rules. So
Yeah, no,
we have
seriously.
a little work to do on to clean up a few things there. I noticed that we had some missed stars, pilots going incorrectly through the star, and so we have to go back and do some quick review
Yep.
to make sure that we discount those laps. We did have coaching, from the teams indicating like you're doing it wrong. You need to go back and do it right. So that is going to be something we're going to factor in on these two teams. There also was an interference, possible interference we need to review as well, and etc. So we're going to take a few minutes off stream
Yeah.
to
Off stream.
to focus in and see what we can do to make sure that we are counting this right for these
Yes,
pilots, and we
definitely.
can move into the finals. So this will probably take about, I'm guessing, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's about 10 minutes before we're going to have an answer to the results of that particular heat.
Yep.
So
And during that time, we're going to throw it back to Marty. He's going to be talking to both people in here and you guys on the live stream. Dave, I'll get to all your chats here in a second. I see everything, but I will call you out in a second, Dave. So.
all right, we'll be back in a
back to
little
Marty.
bit. Here's Marty.
All right, we've got a review process that is underway. 4 teams went. We had unofficial lap counts in the high teens, but we're going to see who got how many laps. Top 2 lap counts advance to the final. We had one pilot that had to get on a plane. So if that pilot's team, that was Galaxy, if that pilot's team, Empire, advances, we're going to have to find a sub situation. So let's keep an eye on that. We're going to figure that out. While we're going through the review process, let's review what's happened already yesterday in our first national individual championship in the YDSC. Well, let's start with the CDSC. CDSC went first. Our first national championship at the collegiate level, individuals. It was a familiar face, our first ever state champion. When we all started this back 2 years ago at Apple Valley High School, Andy was our first Minnesota State individual champion, and he became our first collegiate individual champion, racing for St. Cloud State. Andy overcoming a challenge by Jensen from Lake Area Technical College. Jensen reserve champion, Andy champion. We've got Andy here while we're tabulating. Andy, can you come over here for a second? That's a good spot for you. Okay, Andy, so you're back today for teams. Has it sunk in that you won the first ever individual collegiate championship, individual, last night?
Yes, it has. It's sunk in, so.
Well, it's a familiar feeling because you won the first ever Minnesota State individual championship at the high school level. So what is it that you think gives you the ability to perform under pressure like that and excel when you need to?
Experience. I've experienced it lots of times before.
Any other racing you've been involved in? Is drone racing the first kind of racing of this kind, or have you have other experience?
Just drone racing so far.
And what drew you to the sport in the first place?
Just how cool it was, and my teacher at the time, Mr. Lee, wanted me to get in on it, so I'm like, sure, why not?
Was Mr. Lee's class, the drone elective class at Apple Valley, was that the first time you'd ever heard of FPV?
Yes, it has, actually.
All right, well, shout out to Mr. Lee. You made it a champion out of Andrew Martin here. Andy, your first ever Minnesota State high school individual champion 2 years ago. Can you believe it's been 2 years ago? And then last night, becoming the first collegiate national champion with pilots from 3 different states here. And you took it home for St. Cloud State. Congratulations, Andy. Very good job. Wonderful example for all of our pilots. All right, so that was the CDSC. Then we lined up the high school and middle school pilots. We had 14 of them going in a big bracket. They came from all over the country. And it was down to the final 4. Final 4 from 3 different states. We had Quad Boy from Wichita, Kansas. We had Happy from Lakeville, Minnesota. We had Vanadium from Phoenix, Arizona. And we had the eventual champion, pilot that has swept everything he can sweep this spring in the YDSC. Viper from Apple Valley took home the national individual championship last night for the YDSC after winning the Sim Championship 3 weeks ago, after winning the Minnesota State Individual Championship 2 weeks ago, along with sweeping the team competition with his Apple Valley team. He outlasted his good friend Vanadium. It was a thrilling final. Viper got an ace. Vanadium got an ace. In the final, Viper took it home. There was a mechanical issue. Things happen in drone racing. Vanadium could not fly, but Viper proved it. He won it and he proved it. He is your national champion. Viper, can you come up here for a second? While we count up these laps. Here he is. All right, I just talked to your old teammate, Andy. Something about the water at Apple Valley High School. I don't know what it is, but Andy won the collegiate championship because now he's at St. Cloud State. You are a sophomore at Apple Valley High School, about to be a junior, and you have won everything you could win this spring. Has that sunk in, how well you've done this past 3 weeks? We've been planning championship weekends for a long time, and you won everything you could.
Yeah, I mean, that was the ultimate goal for me, and I ended up achieving it, and couldn't be happier about it either. So,
how did you continue to work on your skills through the pandemic, through sim racing and real life? These past couple weeks have all been about real life. What was your approach to developing your skills as a drone pilot through all this?
well, coming here a lot definitely helped because I got tracks that I'll be seeing in the future, and I just constantly flew those, and that definitely helped. Other than that, just constant practice, having a schedule almost of practice time, and sticking to that schedule and practicing. We
did see you a lot at RdyTechGo, and we appreciated seeing you because when you fly, people go crazy. They can't believe how fast you are. So that's fun for everybody at the Mall of America. But we enjoy having this spot here for you because it is always available, and it's available to all the pilots. We're open every day, right? And you can come here and you can fly. We change the course frequently. Sour Power is always putting challenging courses up. Your thoughts on Sour Power, on all the courses he's been designing and all the coaching he's been providing for all the pilots. What do you have to say about him?
Yeah, he does a great job. As much as we hate the obstacles he created, they always make us better, and anyone else who is not doing what he's doing is at a disadvantage because we're getting better faster.
Yeah, I guess if you can do something that's hard, then you're one of the only ones that can do it, right? Because it's hard. And people come into RdyTechGo all the time and they want to do this thing that they see you doing. They don't realize all the time it takes to get that good. But I tell them, if it were easy, it wouldn't be worth doing, right? So you got to put the work in. What are your thoughts going forward? I know you were talking to a couple other pilots or other students at Apple Valley about getting into this. Your team swept all the team competitions at the state level that we could throw at you. What does the outlook look like for your team at Apple Valley, especially with Mr. Lee teaching that drone class?
Yeah, that drone class definitely helps people get interested in it because it's an easy way to get interested. They don't have to pay any money for it. It's all just you get into it and you go. And if they really like it, they can join. So that helps us recruiting. And recruiting's the biggest thing right now is if you don't recruit, your future is not going to be as bright as you think it would be. So recruiting's everything.
These are good lessons to learn. So as we build this brand new sport, all the pilots are getting a look at something that's brand new. How do you get people into something that's brand new? And this is a lesson in life. In just about every endeavor you'll be a part of, you're going to be thinking about recruiting, making sure you have the talent that you need to succeed. So good lessons. You've got an amazing program. You are leading the way with that program, and you have won everything you could win. Everybody, let's give it up for Viper, your individual national champion at the YDSC level. Amazing job. Thank you for jumping on while we're counting up the laps. We may see you racing again. We'll see how your team does on this lap count. And what was that? All right. And talking about getting into this sport, we are going to have summer camps this summer at RdyTechGo. We start the week of June 14th. In 1 week, you can learn to build a drone, learn to fly that drone, and actually be racing it by the end of a single week. Call me crazy. Is that possible, Cody?
I think it definitely is. It's just all about practice.
All right, well, we're going to give them a crash course in hopefully not crashing their drones too much because they're going to be our drones. But if you're interested in that, go to youthdronesports.org. And if you want to see a recap of this whole national championship weekend, we were lucky enough to have the AirViews team here yesterday. That's AIRVUZ.com. Awesome having Nurk and Fluxy here at the race yesterday, helping to commentate with you guys flying. What was that like, by the way, having those guys commentate?
Oh, yeah, it's awesome. They're great people, and it's always fun to have them around.
Having the pros watching the future talent here on display in the YDSC and CDSC was definitely a treat. So go to airviews.com next week. Take a look at the recap of this whole championship weekend that we have going on. It is a first. We've been building up to it for a long time, and I'm really proud of how it's happening and how you've done in particular. So good luck to you with your team. Let's see how the scores add up. Thank you again, Cody. Congratulations. All right. So I mentioned we've got summer camps coming up. Go to youthdronesports.org. Any pilots out there that want to develop your program and think about recruiting, if they're in the Twin Cities area, encourage them to try the camps. There's no other way to get a dedicated week of training and practice to get you started as a drone racing pilot. If you guys are looking to put in a good, strong boot camp week of flying, you can come to one of our advanced camps this summer. Those will be in the afternoons, and you get access to everything at RdyTechGo and all the coaches here and all the technical help. 3 hours a day, Monday through Thursday. It's a great way to stay in practice this summer. We will be resuming simulator races this summer. Weekly simulator races. We're never going to stop doing that. We started that in the pandemic. and it's proven to be hugely popular, and everybody gets a lot better flying in Velocidrone. So no matter where you are, you can get online with us, reach out to us. YouthDronesports.org has a contact page, and you can ask, no matter where you are in the country, how do I get into this? Starting in the simulator, we'll get you started. We are organizing clubs around the country. If you happen to be in one of those cities, you've got mentors that can help you. So this will be everywhere. The Youth Drone Sports Championships coming to your town. And if you're in the Twin Cities, you can come to the camps at Mall of America starting June 14th. Drone racing, the new school sport. It's like Star Wars in real life. We are counting up the laps. It was a complicated course. We changed it a little bit. Waiting to see which two teams advance to the finals. And teams, be advised, finals will be a finish line format.
To be clear, we're doing a full DVR review on both of the teams in that one because we'd had quite a few weird nuanced problems. Everything from interference to at one moment, which actually didn't turn out to be an interference. There was no, so that was not a lap issue. But we had a couple missed gates, actually the start-finish gate once, so it was kind of a weird situation. So we're still going through. We're about 18 minutes in on team number 1. So you're going to have to fill time for about another 10 minutes, Marty.
All right.
Just so you know.
We're almost done with the first.
Yeah.
I'm getting denied. The guy I want to talk to most of all won't talk to me. But he's the heart and soul of this place, designing all the courses. When we first started opening this drone raceway up at RdyTechGo, not only would he design the courses in real life, he put them in Velocidrone so people could fly them all over the country. He has coached these pilots up from the moment that we involved him in the YDSC. I'm talking about Sour Power. Brian Sourman, we thank him for all of his hard work and everything you see back here. By the way, that cube gate lights up really pretty with that black light. It has finally come alive, and that is awesome to see. All right, another 10 minutes. If anyone out there is in the homeschool community in the Twin Cities, you may know about Planet Homeschool. We are going to be offering a class for homeschool students this coming school year. A one semester class, correct? So you can start in the fall or in the spring. You can learn how to build and fly and race these drones, but also learn more about the engineering and the technology behind the drones, the physics behind the drones. It's going to be an excellent opportunity to get started, and there is a homeschool team here in the Twin Cities, the Tiny Turbines, started by a few homeschool students. One of them is racing today. Eclipse, top pilot from the Tiny Turbines team. Eclipse has had an amazing weekend, finishing 5th overall in the nation last night. Eclipse started off as a beginner just a few months ago, last summer actually. Put in months of work and dedication in the simulator through the pandemic to become a top 5 pilot in the nation. It's an amazing story. Congratulations to Eclipse from the Tiny Turbines. And there is a homeschool class through Planet Homeschool. I believe it's planethomeschool.org. Planethomeschool.org. So homeschool students, check that out. Again, youthdronesports.org is where you can go for information about our summer camps and our upcoming 21-22 season. We have a fall season and a spring season. We go summer, fall, spring, summer, fall, spring. Drone racing year round. All right, I'm gonna let you look at the course. I'm gonna stop talking for a minute while we finish this lap count. Check. Stay tuned. We were just a couple minutes away from getting to our finals, a finish line final. If there is a tie on the lap count, we go to the clock. If there is a tie, we look at the times. Start with lap count, then we go to the clock. Right?
It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Head backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running, but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you'll only learn when you
We had to, like, you know, 'cause it was He's trapped underneath the sofa. Excuse me, guys. I'm going to see if Jensen's on.
Looking in the mirror, 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Had a backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running, but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you'll only learn when you crash and burn.
Check, check, check. All right, can we switch back to our camera here, please? All right, I'm back. Well, you can if you want. It makes me feel better. All right, I'm standing here with Hunter Jensen from Lake Area Technical College, our reserve champion at the collegiate level. Yes. Amazing flying yesterday. Did you have fun coming up here to RdyTechGo and competing against all these other pilots?
Oh yeah, an absolute blast. Love coming here.
Well, it's been great having you here. I want to talk about the team race so far. You were on Team Empire, right? The Empire. And there was a moment in your timed relay when one of your quads, not yours, but one of your team's quads slid under the sofa right over there. Now that's completely trapped, right? But as a teammate, what did you do in that situation?
I mean, I just grabbed the couch and pulled it out of the way because obviously we had to get the quad up and flying again. I mean, as a team marshal, I got to do whatever I can to keep that quad in the air, and that being under the couch, I mean, the couch has to go, right?
It was a championship move if I've ever seen one. So you're reserve champion at the collegiate level, showing next level ability as a teammate and a marshal. So you'd move anything here if you had to.
Oh yeah, I'd bust a wall down. Give me the chance.
Well, we used to have netting right here, and there was all kinds of quads stuck in the net, so at least we removed that. But that was a highlight so far in our Team Sunday. And there's something coming up early next week, right? In Esteline. Am I remember the name of that town? Okay, Esteline, South Dakota, which is near Watertown and Brookings, right? Tell me what's happening on Tuesday.
Yeah, we've got a drone and code camp, one of the two. But yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of children out. I think middle school aged mostly, and we're gonna be learning about coding, learning about flying drones, and lucky to have you guys, Hydra, out to put on a booth, and we'll be having a great old time.
Well, we're glad to be joining you in that booth and showing kids how to build drones, showing kids what FPV is all about. Most kids, when they see FPV for the first time, get pretty excited, as I'm sure you did when you saw it for the first time. The chance to fly with goggles. Do we have a count? All right, looks like we've killed enough time, but Jensen, I will never forget that marshal move, and I am so proud that you were here being a part of this big championship weekend. Collegiate reserve champion from Lake Area Technical College, and still in the running for the team championship with the Empire. Thank you, Jensen. Great having you here. All right. Man, the way he moved that sofa out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to hand it back to Netizen01, my partner.
Oh boy.
Flanked by Technoid and Pitchpole. What in the world just happened?
I feel like my brain is a little bit of mush right now. We just watched a whole bunch of DVR at 2x speed, ripping through that course. And yeah, I'm going to take my mask off for a second. But there you go. There is our lap count. Oh, wait. Nope. Half ducks. That one I didn't get right. I'm sorry. Those two for match 2 is not right. Hold on a second. Let me adjust that. I didn't change it in the time. We did a manual count. Literally grabbed out the pen and paper on this one. So I'm going to do that. And no, hold on. We got to make an adjustment here. Okay, this is right. I'm going to rescore this, and then did that update? Oh, okay, that screen just didn't update. You ready? Okay, there you go. There you go. That's where it's at. So, Mad Cookie Boys will pull in second with 16 laps. Hap Ductix and Fat Shark gave us a run for our money on that DVR. We were Yeah, that was fun. We're gonna learn a few lessons from this moment for future reference. We'll talk about that later. But for today, that 15 and 14 are official. And after a quick review of the first one with a couple issues on the first DVR as well, we had to take a lap away from the Empire as well. So they're down to 18 laps. Mad Cookie Boys stayed solid with 16. Hap Ductix with 15. Fat Shark Cube with 14. Those are the actual qualifying results. Okay. Come at me. No, just kidding. All right. Okay, so we are going to head into our finals with 3 o'clock, which is fine. We're running a little late, but that's, like I said, starting at 2:30 time. Zone racing. All right, so the finals is going to be between the Empire and Mad Cookie Boys, and we're going to have those two teams go up on their channels, but it is not going to be a time-based qualifier. It is going to be 15 laps. 15 laps. So we have Team Empire, which is Viper, Jensen, Eclipse, and Galaxy. Now, Galaxy has left. So we were going to do 3 laps per pilot minimum. No, that's not fair. No, I mean, if they want to lose, they can do it. Empire, do you want to do that? You're welcome to do it. You'll lose. Yep, we need a sub. Yes, for that sub is going to be 1816. I'm going to give them Stitches. Stitches has been nominated by yours truly. Do you want to do that? No, Mad Cookie Boys would never agree to that.
We had a pilot.
I would never agree to that as Mad Cookie Boys. You lost.
The final team, so we're figuring out a sub situation.
No, I'm not going to allow that. Straight up, not allowing that. And Mad Cookie Boys would never allow that. So, Fat Shark Cube, you're going to loan Stitches. Stitches is going to move to the Empire. Congratulations, you've been recruited. Don, you're a Stormtrooper Empire. It's in the back.
Stitches, coming to the dark side.
To the dark side you go. Sub in, you'll need to change your quad over to F2 with the Empire. So, at this point, we do not care about the order of the... How about 5? You're going to get 5. Yeah, you're going to get 5. Yeah, well, that's what you get.
Every pilot has to get at least 3 laps, right? We're flying 15?
Yes, 15 laps total is what we're looking for, and we're going to do, you need to get 3 laps. Now, we are going to be watching like a hawk this time, so I don't have to recorrect our timing stuff over 20 minutes. We're hoping, 15 laps? What? That's not going to go fast. 15 laps is going to take 20 minutes. We're going to do less than 15 laps. We're going to do 10 laps. 10 laps.
Everybody has to do 2?
Everyone has to do 2. 10 laps. 10 laps, 2.
10 lap race. Everybody has to do a minimum 2.
Yeah. Calling audibles left and right. That's what we do. Audibles. Blue 42.
It's a 10 lap race
Blue
now.
42.
So many
Everybody has to do a minimum of 2.
I was drinking bubble tea just now.
Bubble tea is pretty good.
Yeah, I like bubble tea.
Try not to take ourselves too seriously around here, so we can have these moments of
I don't know
fun.
that I could take myself seriously drinking bubble tea, so yes, definitely do not take myself seriously over here. Well, you just guys heard what's going on here. I think Marty is still live. Oh no, Marty's not live still, so it's just me. Hi guys, hi everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Sorry we had a little bit of craziness going on there, but you know, it's drone racing. That's what we got to figure it out. The track design definitely was a little harder to have a timer in the right place on this one. I think that was kind of the downfall of a lot of it. The pit being right before the timer also kind of led to some hinky stuff here and there.
You know what? But that's why we have DVR, and that's why I have a quick scrub. And Dean and I just sat there with
And while you guys sat there, I went and got bubble tea. Because I was just like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to let these guys. They're way smarter than me. So.
Marty, you're not on. Do you want to be on the stream? No. What? Yeah, we went to the. All right, just getting communication here with our team. Yeah, so Dean and I just sat down and we were watching it. So we're giving the Empire a couple minutes here to get some strategy done with their team because they picked up a new pilot. Because
they had a voluntold moved over, so.
Yeah, but we have Mad Cookie Boys back on the blocks with them. So that is Cookies, or Captain Cookies, and Andy, both from Apple Valley. Andy had graduating from Apple Valley, moving up into St. Cloud University, SCU. And then we have Quad Boy from Wichita, Kansas. Shout out to Quad Boy, sticking around with us, having some fun. And then T-Mad, also from North Dakota University or South Dakota. He's from there. That's the Mad Cookie Boys. I kind of really like that name. It's pretty fun.
Mad Cookie Boys. Yeah, I like it too.
So then Team Empire. Yeah,
I'm going to work on something here.
Yeah.
Using yours while you're talking, so keep talking.
Okay. So we have Viper from the Empire. Viper is obviously the national champion of the YDSC right now, besting Vanadium yesterday. And then we have Jensen from Lake Area Technical College over in South Dakota, Eclipse from Tiny Turbines here in Minnesota, and Galaxy, who is now stepped away, but he helped his team get to the finals. Congratulations, Galaxy. Have a safe flight back to Alabama. We'll be seeing you soon and talking to you soon. And we're going to bring over Stitches, also from Lake Area Technical College, who's a teammate of Jensen on the CDSC. So we're adding a little bit of horsepower to the Empire, or at least just it's about the same. I tried to pick another pilot who was complete about the same number of laps at the same time. So I did a quick analysis, and he nominated Stitches. So he has joined the Empire at this point with them. They're looking good. Shy Dragon's here. Shy, one of our favorites in the YDSC, designing a lot of cool logos for the kids. Aspiring graphic artist and content creator, using her drone for photography and videography and a whole bunch of really cool things.
I love it. That's awesome.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to turn on Marty because he wants to talk. Here we go.
All right, the teams are figuring out their strategies. We're confirming how this is going to finish. This will finish through the Infinity Tunnel. The last lap goes through the Infinity Tunnel. All right, make sure both teams know. I need both of the final teams to come out here again in front of the cube, just like we did last night. I need Mad Cookie Boys and I need the Empire. We need to quickly introduce who's flying. Mad Cookie Boys and the Empire, come out here. One on one side of me. All right, Mad Cookie Boys is here. Where's the Empire? Empire. Viper. I need your team out here. Okay, hurry. All right, welcome to RdyTechGo. This is National Championships weekend. All right. Standing right here. Okay, where's Stitches? Here he comes. All right, he has to change the channel. Here we go. All right, let's have Stitches over here. Super sub. Okay, can we see everybody on the screen? Yeah, nice job, you guys. Okay, so these are our two finalists in the Team Nationals. Team Nationals about to happen. It is a 10-lap relay. Let's first meet the Empire, top qualifier in the team competition so far. We have our captain, Viper from Apple Valley. We have Eclipse from the Tiny Turbines. And then 2 pilots from Lake Area Technical College, Jensen and Stitches. And I have to mention that Galaxy from the Alabama School of Cyber Technology and Engineering was a part of the qualifying but had to hop his plane. So that means Stitches is the super sub. Stitches jumping on. If the Empire wins this thing, Galaxy will be a part of that win. And over on this side, we've got the second qualifier. You will too, Stitches. I'm not saying you won't be. You guys will all be a part of it. Over here, we've got the Mad Cookie Boys, captained by our, well, actually, I should have mentioned, Viper is our national individual champion at the YDSC level. Mad Cookie Boys has our national collegiate individual champion, Andy, right here, captaining this team with Quad Boy from Wichita, Kansas. Andy goes to St. Cloud State University. T-Mad from the University of North Dakota. And Captain Cookies from Apple Valley High School. Apple Valley is all over the place in this final, I gotta say. What a program they've built and what a weekends of championships they've been having. All right, so these 2 teams are gonna go 10 laps each. You guys know any questions about how this is gonna go? You know how you're gonna finish through the tunnel? Everybody knows that? All right, everybody has to fly at least 2 laps. At least 2 laps. I think we're ready. Captains, go talk with Joel. Good luck, pilots. Go into your camps, where you're gonna be. Remember, we have to pit at the table. Team Sunday is about to reach its final. The 2 teams that have advanced. All right, we're talking about if laps are done incorrectly, that lap will not count. It's all about getting 10 complete laps that get verified. All right. A last-minute conference with Netizen01, making sure all the pilots know what's going on. All right. When you're on your last lap, whoever's going to take that last lap gets a special finish through the tunnel. First team through the tunnel will win it, but you better know that you did all your laps before that. Taylor, we're going to let them know if they messed up a lap, right? So they don't go through the tunnel prematurely. We're going to have to be ready to do that. We're going to make sure every pilot goes at least 2 laps. All right, the course is ready. Pilots making sure. All right, 10 laps are up. We got the 2 teams. We've met them, and we are ready to go. One captained by the collegiate national individual champion, the other captained by the high school individual national champion. And guess what? They used to be teammates at Apple Valley High School. Apple Valley High School, from the beginning, putting out the talent, developing the talent. Shout out to Mr. Lee. Been teaching there for 30 years. Creating the drone class that gave birth to the drone team. Look at all the results. Apple Valley's all over this thing, but these are super teams for nationals. Sour Power is ready to monitor what's happening. Who's going first for the Empire? Eclipse is going first for the Empire. Who's going first for Mad Cookie Boys? Quad Boy is going first for Mad Cookie Boys. Are they taking off from the table? Are they taking off from the mat? Taking off from the mat. All right, we're starting from the mat and we're pitting from the table and we're finishing through the tunnel. But make sure you know that it's time to finish. If you haven't done all your laps, you better do them. You better check.
All right.
Eclipse going first. The Tiny Turbines pilot leading off for the Empire.
Him. We're going to leave him already on the stream for this one, for sure. But I'm going to put us...
Galaxy on his way to the airport right now. Helped inspire the name of the team.
Keep
Did
that
amazing in his first ever visit to Minnesota to fly drones with the YDSC.
All right.
Meanwhile, Quad Boy from Wichita, Kansas made the trip as well. His flight's a little bit later, thankfully. Getting ready to fly. Are we ready to go?
We are ready to go on...
All right, teams. Put your quads on the mat.
Which time? Which team?
All right, the quads are in position. I want to go goggles down, thumbs up for our two pilots. We have thumbs. Let's... Oh, hang on. Hang on. We have a thumb down.
Thumbs down.
Somebody on the Empire help out Eclipse.
And that's still the start-finish gameplay, right? It's just no timer?
Yeah.
All right, goggles down, thumbs up. For real this time, they are ready.
Pilots, arm your quads. On the tone in less than 5.
All right, fast start by Eclipse through the tunnel. And here comes Quad Boy giving chase. This is the first lap for both. We just started. Every pilot has to do at least 2 laps. Each team a total of 10. Teams helping each other out. Eclipse climbing that ladder. I'm sorry, Quad Boy. Quad Boy and Eclipse both in the stars. Eclipse has the flatter profile drone. Quad Boy with a taller canopy. Both dark, both ominous. Quad Boy's out. It's 1 lap for Mad Cookie Boys. Eclipse has pitted. Quad Boy's going for the second lap. Where is the Empire? They're not on the course right now. A little bit of a hiccup in the changeover. Quad Boy goes down. But Viper is now taking flight in the red drone. Quad Boy trying to get a second lap done. It took the Empire a little while to get into their second lap with Viper, but Viper is caught up in a hurry in the star. Quad Boy bounces. Viper has finished the second lap for the Empire. Quad Boy's back up. The Empire has a slight lead right now. And Quad Boy pits quickly for Mad Cookie Boys. Who's going next? It looks like Captain Cookies. The Empire, though, chewing up gates. Viper from Apple Valley High School leading the Empire team into the cube. Meanwhile, Captain Cookies, also from Apple Valley High School, but on a different team here at Nationals, flying in orange. Captain Cookies takes an unscheduled landing but gets back up. Viper chewing up laps. Viper's going to go for, this is his fourth in a row right here. It's his third. That's right. Viper's going for 3 in a row. That's okay. This is his fourth. He's working on his fourth. He's done 3. They have that ability to do that. Viper is pitting after doing 4 laps all by himself. That's 5 laps total once it's completed for the Empire. Meanwhile, Captain Cookies for Mad Cookie Boys working on that star. You got to hit all points of the star. Mad Cookie Boys. Another lap. Timer's off, right? Mad Cookie Boys flying smooth. And it's Eclipse back up for the Empire. Eclipse, though, getting hung up in the cube. I'm sorry, it's not Eclipse. It is Eclipse. I see a lot of pilots with goggles down. It's hard to tell. Captain Cookie solving that star. Eclipse is up there as well. Captain Cookie's pitting. Who's up next? It's Andy getting into the chair. It's like musical chairs over there for the Mad Cookie Boys. It's all about streamlining that changeover. Now Jensen is in the air for the Empire. Okay, Empire's on 7th. So the last pilot only did 1? Oh, that's right. Eclipse did 1 early and 1. Okay, that's right. So here comes Jensen for the Empire working on their lead. Andy is up there in the star. Andy is down. Can he get up? Yes, he can. So 7 complete for the Empire. 7 complete for the Empire. How much for Mad Cookie Boys? Mad Cookie Boys is pitting. Almost to 5 for Mad Cookie Boys. The Empire, the bad guys in Star Wars, seem to be more efficient here, figuring it out as Jensen tackles the star. Now, T-Mad from University of North Dakota is up on the course for the Mad Cookie Boys. Jensen is pitting for the Empire. Looking to complete their 8th lap here with Stitches. Stitches is in the air, the super sub for the Empire. He turned to the dark side. Stitches has to pit. Stitches had to pit right away. Stitches has come in for a landing. He needs a new battery. He's looking for help from his team. Meanwhile, T-Mad is on the course. So T-Mad's gonna, or Stitches is gonna restart that lap. We've got 8 complete for the Empire, according to the counters over here. 6 complete for Mad Cookies. Mad Cookies has to make up some ground here. Mad Cookie Boys in the star with T-Mad. Both pilots in the star right now. Stitches flying for the Empire. T-Mad pits. Stitches on the last lap, I believe. Oh, but tumbles behind his own chair. His teammate. They got to start the lap over. He plugged in where he left off. He's got to go up to that gate. Okay. All right, Stitches is back up in the air. Andy is back in the star. Oh, these two drones look a lot alike. That's a problem for me. Andy is pitted. Stitches is in the star. Stitches is up in the air. This is the team championships. Stitches is trying to get through the tunnel. If he can do it, it is over. And the Empire. The Empire has won the team relay live here at RdyTechGo at the Mall of America. They got to 10 laps faster than the Mad Cookie Boys. Amazing teamwork. Relay racing, a whole other level of intensity here in the YDSC. Oh, yes. Well, as we wrap up this team competition, the pilots are still here. There might be some more flying to be done, but I do want to bring out the Empire. The Empire, can I have you out here? I need Team Empire. Empire, come out here. The Empire, I should say. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's unplug the drone. Stitches. Batting cleanup there at the end. How did that feel? You knew you had to anchor the squad. You're new to the squad. You replaced Galaxy, who had to hop on a plane but you guys did it. You figured it out. What was that strategy, and how did it feel closing it out?
It was terrifying. I was super scared. These guys are just amazing pilots. Felt pretty outclassed, but I did my best. Hunter and Vernadium really came up with or Viper, sorry, my bad. Viper and Jensen really came up with a strategy at the end there, and their just experience and what they told us to do really, really worked out. Their strategy was amazing and pretty flawless, and it allowed us to just keep that edge. And when I made little mistakes in the end, the edge that they gave us allowed us to finish strong.
It was really interesting because Eclipse started things off, and then Viper went 4 in a row.
We did that for a reason, because he could only do one battery, or he could only do one lap before his battery was dead. So we figured, do him, get me 4 done, get him again, and then do the other 2 laps. It's simple.
So they had an issue with the quad that could only do 1 lap. Got it. All right. So interesting. So basing your strategy on the technology, fascinating. Now, thank you, Taylor. So your teammate at Lake Area in the collegiate level is Jensen. Jensen, we already talked with you earlier about your amazing marshalling duties when you moved the sofa. You guys remember that from the first round? Helped get you into this final. And Jensen, what was your part of the strategy there? You came in after Viper, right? Or after Eclipse's second run.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, after the Eclipse Vanadium or Vapid. Jeez, I'm just as bad.
Viper.
After.
They're still getting to know each other.
Yeah,
Shout out to Vapid.
Yeah. After Eclipse Vapid, Eclipse.
Viper.
Then, wow! Eclipse Viper.
Eclipse.
Then I had to come in and put down 2 solid laps, and I mean, it wasn't the cleanest that I would have liked personally, but I'm never happy with myself. But I think we all came together as a team, and we just kind of clicked, and we definitely brought it home.
All right, and then I just want to give a quick shout out to Galaxy, who had to hop on the plane. But Viper, as the captain of the team, can you talk about Galaxy and how he did in his? I mean, he just got his quad kit a few weeks ago, like not very long at all. Has never done anything like this. But what did you see from that young prospect?
Yeah, definitely being a brand new pilot, he did great today as a team. He was a really great contribution. Wow, I'm bad with words today too, I suppose. But yeah, I think he definitely did a great job.
All right. And Eclipse, for the last word, as you put your head into the cube, that's another game we're going to play here, is like whack-a-mole in the cube. But Eclipse, your thoughts just on your experience in the YDSC and what this has been leading up.
Well, it's been chaos. That's the best way to put it. This has been very chaotic, but fun. Very fun.
All right. That's kind of how we do it. But we're happy to do it with you guys. Congratulations on this super team, the Empire, winning the first team national championship. Let me get a picture of you guys for a second here. And then it sounds like we got some more flying to do. I'm going to leave a little room, and we're going to comp in Galaxy here. All right, congratulations to the Empire. We got all the pictures? All right, nicely done. Okay, that concludes the team competition. We've got some more fun planned, though. The weekend's not over. We've got some more flying to do here at RdyTechGo. Then we're over to Tactical Urban Combat coming up pretty soon for some fun flying and maybe some shooting. Who knows what's going to happen over there? Pew, pew. That is your home for laser tag and Nerf Battleground. So pilots, congratulations again. Have as much fun as you can while you can. And for more information about getting into drone racing at your school or at your club, go to youthdronesports.org. We've got 4-H teams. We've got Boys and Girls Club teams. We've got high school, middle school, college teams. We've got scout teams. Whatever your team, check out drone racing. It's a blast and you learn a ton. I want to thank Sour Power right here, resetting the course, for building all that you see here, designing this course for the weekend. And then the team behind the desk right here, Netizen01, for actually enabling all the technology that you see here, and his friends Technoid and Pitchpole for running things this weekend. It was an ambitious weekend. We all came together to pull it off, so thank you guys. I'm handing it back to you to close it out. I am Marty McFlyen, and we will see you this summer.
All right, that was great. Thank you, Marty. All right, well, that concludes today's stream. We will be done on live for the day.
Yeah, because we're not going to be able to get live over in the tactical arena.
Yeah, not with this much time. I think that we were ambitious. We
Yeah.
had some ambition to do it, but we're going to scrap those plans.
It's okay. The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. So well,
we have crowned our champions. We have another season in the bag here at the YDSC. Super proud. Super proud.
Season, included the pandemic. I mean, you guys have overcome so many hurdles. It's been amazing to watch you guys do this. So
yeah, I mean, I think we were running about 4 races a week there for about 4 months straight, just in the simulator, not even including the real life racing going here at RdyTechGo and the microtrack smash courses. So it's been a busy season.
Yes.
And it's only going to get busier. So if you missed my spiel yesterday about Youth Drone Sports, we are doing so much racing, and if you are interested in learning how to build, crash, fix, and fly these micro drones, and then all of the cool skills that you learn along the way and the opportunities that provide themselves with those types of skills as you graduate into college and into your professional careers, go to youthdronesports.org, sign up. We have so many programs that you can be a part of, everything from just, it's right down here.
Right there.
We do sim racing online. You can be racing at home against the national leaderboard with our microtrack smash system. You can be racing in real life at venues around the United States and find teams to be a part of. Heck, create your own team at your school and join us as we endeavor to make pilots of everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
And help you find, hopefully a new passion in life. For me, I'm not the greatest pilot. I do enjoy flying, but it's not my passion. I actually enjoy building and tinkering, and like all the stuff you see that I build, like that's my passion. That's what I love to do. And we know that so many kids that are coming through here are able to find a passion somewhere in this sport of drone racing and drone sports. So come join us, and we will probably be off for about a week here. I think we'll be picking up our sim season in the YDSC mid-June. Mid-June we'll probably have a couple races, and then the microtrack smash courses are ongoing every 2 weeks, so feel free to jump at any time. And I think that is it. Taylor?
Yes.
Is that it?
That is it. Should I call it?
I need a drink of root beer. We have a keg of root beer in the bag.
Yes, he's getting a root beer. He is not getting a beer.
That's
yet.
later. Well, I mean, root beer.
Yeah. So awesome. No, I just want to say a big thank you to Joel, Marty, Brian, all the Hydra team here in the Mall of America. They've done an amazing job at this course. I'm going to say it one more time. I've said it all weekend long. If you have an opportunity to come here, you have to come here and see this in person. It is the standard for what quad stores should look like. So come visit us. We're on the 3rd floor, Mall of America, north side. You can't miss it. It's LED lights, it's craziness, and loud music, and you'll love it. So if you can come visit, do. If you can't, enjoy the live streams, enjoy seeing everything. With that, let's say good night.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Connection has been lost. All of the online networks are down. Biotechnology has been successfully implemented. The new era has begun. Systems operating properly. Gate number 6 is being opened.